Hey!
Are you the one here to help with testing?
I'm the one here to look cool. Yeah, I better look tough.
And I'm an outfitter. Nice to meet you. Should we get started? I want to get to testing this new skill weaponry ASAP. And since you're so tough, the data should be great.
Oh yeah, I think this is the one where we just like battle here. What do you need me to do?
Oh yeah, should probably explain that. As I mentioned, I'm an outfitter. My job is testing new skill weaponry. But in order to gather test data, I need a test subject. And that test subject is you.
The expression. So not matching like the leather jacket and glasses. Do I have any TP?
My skill's tough, so no holding back. Give me everything you've got.
Weaponized. I'll get the ramjet rifle. Alexa from the Outfitters has requested your help with testing a new type of weapon. All right. Sure, track it. I accepted Alexa's request. I did the thing. I offer Murderous as tribute. That's a good idea. I should have come in here with like Bose, Murderous, and HB. Those are the three that I should have come in with. And then I should have just ran away and let them fight. It's too late now. Can I fight in my own skill? Oh my god, it'll let me do that. Burn? Is this good test data if I just literally scorch your skull, the Alexa special? Well, that was a fast test. This might be the most speedrun affinity quest yet.
Really
if it's just a bunch of battles here. I might have to go do something out in the world.
Your skull?
Is that like shading? Why is my right ass cheek like more lit up in oh?
Hey Tika.
At the bottom.
Did you see that? Best test subject ever, right?
Of course I saw it. I'm the lead designer on the weapon you're testing.
You get some good data?
Amazing data, actually. Although we have to take the client's skull in for repairs thanks to a certain someone. Still, I'd call it a net positive.
Hey, it wasn't me that broke the skull. Besides, that's how tests go.
Didn't you tell the subject to fight back? Oh, you're something else. Look, you mind handling the next test in place of Alexa?
I need to think it over.
Oh, I'm free. I'll go. You'll come too, right? Come on. Watching stronger people is the best way to learn. It'll make me a better pilot.
Sounds like it's settled. So, I need help with a ramjet rifle performance test. I'm short on field application data, so I want you to engage some indigents with it.
Oh, are we testing a skill weapon?
Sorry, it's ground gear. Is that a deal breaker?
Nah, I'm still in. I mean, yeah, if it were a skill weapon, I'd have been super in. But I believe research doesn't have to be exciting to be world-changing.
Yeah, it's not. But I still need the test done. Oh, and thanks for babysitting Alexa. I have high hopes for you.
So, why is this such a long black screen? Oh, there we go. Hey, Alexa, what's the weather report today? There, this should be everyone that I can get at this point, but I need to, like, finish this mission now, is what I've gotta do. Oh my god, the frame rate, the lag. This game friggin' sucks on Switch 1. Like, I can't wait for Switch 2 to be out and then it hopefully run better. Especially if it is more optimized for Switch 2, which it sounds like it is from what people are telling me, with like 60 FPS patches and stuff. So, here's hoping. Because my god, this game is actually a slog on Switch. Like, it's such a good game, but man, is it a slog. Like, I feel like I'm wading through water a little bit right now.
There's our subject. This may be just a test to us, but he doesn't know that. So don't let your guard down. Oh, wait. There's an even bigger critter over there. I fought him during a skill test once. He was tough, but the data was insane. He wasn't in Tika's orders, but we could use him in our test anyway.
The prototype might not be up to the task. Stay on target.
This is true. Our current equipment is a little bit lacking. And data doesn't help anyone if we all get killed and jump.
Wow, my microphone looks like it's picking up all the sounds of my chair
Avoid
moving.
unnecessary risks and focus on our assigned target.
But yeah, I don't want to call it a bad remake. I'd call it more of a remaster in the first place, is what I would call it. But the frame rate is really bringing it down. Yeah, I agree. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, especially when I'm going around like doing overdrive and stuff like that with a bunch of targets, like... Oh, the frame rate increased after I activated Phoenix there. If I was just playing this casually, like not as a content creator, wanting to kind of go ham as the new thing is out, I do think that I would probably start playing this game and then I would just like give up and say, I'm gonna play this when the Switch 2 is out. Because people have said that there are things like 60 FPS patch in the game's code that, and people are wondering like why it's there, presuming that like it's gotta be a thing for Switch 2. What the heck? Oh. I have to use the ramjet rifle. Cause yeah, this is very much a slog. It's fun being able to play this on the go and stuff like that with the Switch, but it is a little bit painful playing it on the Switch, admittedly. I don't have the best experience with it. Here, you can use rifles, so where the hell is that ramjet rifle? Wow, the super sucky thing right down here. There you go, ramjet rifle. Like, that is definitely one of the biggest drawback kind of factors. I keep pressing Y to exit my skull. And it's also, like, really, really hard on me to be playing the game like this, considering the most recent playthrough I did of this game was on Cemu, when I was playing it in even better frame rate than the original game. I was doing that full playthrough at 60 FPS. It felt so good. I really enjoyed playing Xenoblade Chronicles X at 60 FPS, and then I never wanted to go back to playing it at 30 FPS again. Now here I am playing it at 30 FPS to play like the new content and exclusive stuff that I can't do any other way, unless I emulate Switch, I guess. Here, so you're down with the ramjet rifle, so now it should be fair game to Phoenix them. Is what it should be. So now, especially that I'm used to 60 and I'm playing in 30, and sometimes much suckier than 30, it just feels like a really shitty experience.
That's a wrap. Not quite as fun as a skill test, but still pretty great, huh?
Sure, affinity.
Ground gear tests are fun, right? I mean, in moderation. Half the time these projects get scrapped because the data sucks. But today felt really good.
You barely tested the rifle. I scorched them all.
It'd feel great to know our work ended up saving lives, you know? Sorry, I'm rambling again, huh? Tika's waiting for our report, so let's head back.
Alright. Makes sense to launch with a Switch 2 upgrade at this point in time. Yeah, with there presumably being like the Switch 2 upgrade within the game's code, with people finding that there is like a 60 FPS patch in the game's code. If what people have been telling me on stream is to be believed. But also like make it a Switch 2 launch title. Yeah, I feel like that probably would have been more fitting. And then that also gets people hyped about the Switch 2, seeing that there's like an RPG like this that is a launch title. That makes people go like, oh man, I really want to pick up a Switch 2 now if it's like more optimized for that. Where it's like, hey, here's a game that's optimized for the Switch 2, like you can play it well on that. You can also play it on Switch 1, but like prepare for some frame rate dips and like some graphical blur and stuff like that here and there, you know? I do feel like that would have been the better approach. I definitely would not have minded this as a Switch 2 launch title. Because like it comes out on the Switch like this, I just want to play it on the Switch, and then I get a not so great experience, honestly. Like there's a lot of things that I really like about this, and I'm sure when I play this on Switch 2, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is so good, I want to play so much of this. But I mean, for this playthrough here, I just kind of want to bum rush through recruiting the characters, getting all the stuff that I want unlocked, beating the story, and showcasing the new content. And then from there, if I want to play more stuff, I'll probably just hold off until Switch 2 comes out, honestly. Just because I don't really see myself wanting to go around and do as much stuff as I possibly can just for the fun of it until like I can play it a little bit better. So like just bum rush through this playthrough, get all the features unlocked, get the whole world mapped out, get the story done, the new content showcased, and then just probably not play this again until like LAN events where I might want to showcase different games, like Mega LAN coming up in May. I might do like a couple affinity quests at Mega LAN just to showcase like the LAN venue and stuff around me. But in terms of really delving into it, I'll probably just wait until Switch 2 if I want to like spend more time delving into like more affinity quests that I didn't do in my last playthrough. Just because like it's not a great gameplay experience right now in terms of frame rate and stability. Because the Demon's Souls remake was a PS5 launch title and the only problem was that the console launch was sabotaged by the worst scalper epidemic ever. Yeah, PS5 launch was quite the situation. Nintendo Switch launch was quite the situation as well, but the PS5 one was historic. I'm not kidding. When I cried when the Demon's Souls remake announcement trailer. It's impossible to play because no one can buy a PS5. And now there's this day and age where no one friggin' wants a PS5. Welcome back. Thanks for the hard work. Can I ask you to unequip the ramjet rifle and return it to me now? Fine. Even though it's gonna be a quest reward in a second. Let's see here. Like, it's crazy how times have changed here, huh? What happens if I remove? So there is like a default, the combat assault rifle. But here, take this. Sure, that sounds pretty good for like once in a blue moon when I might actually use you. Here. Let's return you the thing.
Nice work out there. Let me take that ramjet rifle off you now.
It's just one of these cutscenes, so I mean, had my copy at launch, but I couldn't play it at launch because no one could buy a damn console.
Thank you.
Dang.
Also,
So I just had it on my desk for months taunting me.
So, is this
Jeez.
your keeper or what?
Oh, PS5.
Not great. Too soon to call it though. I'll ask a few other teams to run tests.
What? You seriously might shelve it? I thought
It's a
it
level
felt
1
really
weapon that
good out
sucks.
there.
How do you know? I scorched
Yeah,
everything.
It's a tough business. But results aside, the test was carried out perfectly. You both did a great job. If the project gets cut, it'll be due to my design.
Aw, Tika. Well, hang in there. Think positive.
Why is the camera not at like eye level center? I was gonna like zoom into the glasses,
Scale weapon?
but now I just look like a weirdo because I'm zooming into the tits.
Considering
That's...
Now I look like one of those dudes.
Well, whatever. At least I got a new partner out of it. I'm looking forward to our next assignment.
There. All the dudos that I can get recruited now. There'll be more dudes to recruit later, but I don't remember when that is, and I don't remember who the other people are. Alexa, Outfitters, Partisan Eagle Plus in the Industrial District. A weapons tester for the Outfitters. Alexa loves machines and gadgets above all else, and is the happiest when in a Skell cockpit. Alexa uses a unique style based on the Partisan Eagle class. To her, fighting from a Skell cockpit is sheer ecstasy, with her signature arts being overclock and maximum voltage. I shit you not, I managed to get my PS5. Oh, this is sweet. My PS5 during one of your Hey Pikmin streams because the GameStop website are restocked and I had a Twitter notification talking about it because I needed a bot to tell me when I could buy one. I hated that. Yeah, I remember my cousin had like some bot trackers set up looking out for like Switch 1 pre-orders and couldn't get a Switch 1 pre-order, but both of us managed to get a Switch day one because we were willing to wait in line for like 10 hours in front of our local GameStop, and they just so happened to have like enough Switches in stock to give one to like each person that was there for like at least 6 hours, I think. I think the last person that got there was waiting in line there like 6 hours. It was a midnight launch, and we got there at like 3 p.m. or something like that, and we're out of there at like 1 or 2 a.m. Something along those lines. It was definitely the longest I've ever waited in line for anything. And I got the Switch day one, and that was back when Amazon Prime actually had like discounts for games, where it's like if you pre-ordered a game or got them within like 2 weeks of launch, it was 20% off. So I got my games through Amazon because it was significantly cheaper. So I couldn't even play my Switch at first because I had to wait for my packages to arrive to actually be able to play the darn things. Let's see here, active members. Let's put Bose in for now. How about? Yeah, so these other people, hold on. Does it give like any hints? No, it doesn't give any hints or silhouettes or anything, so I have no idea who the hell they are. I may as well get this heart-to-heart up here now. Like, most people are gonna be getting BP. Oh my god, the frames. are gonna be getting BP out of this now. Another reason for the PS5 launch being horrific, the chip shortage from the pandemic caused supply to just be incapable of meeting demand. It was the perfect storm of awfulness. Yeah. And you know, the chip shortage seemed to damage the vehicle market a whole lot as well, considering that kind of stuff has to contribute to vehicles nowadays as well. And then people thought that after COVID and after, you know, things kind of recovered, that, you know, the vehicle market would get better. It didn't. The vehicle market is still shit to this day. And I don't entirely get what, well, I know that it's a lot of different factors and stuff, but like, you know, it's a little bit of craziness. Ooh, Intel. COVID, however, was the perfect storm for Nintendo to have big successes with like the Switch and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like that's definitely lightning in a bottle with Animal Crossing. They're never capturing again. Oh, I got Moranium again. Oh, hey, it's you. Something the matter? Yeah, you look like you came straight out of a Nier game. Huh? Why am I wearing the helmet? Isn't it obvious? It's comfy. I don't have to squint with the sunlight. And there's climate control inside the suit, so it stays at just the right temperature. Not to mention, it looks cool. What more could you want? I wonder what would have happened if I changed her fashion gear. What if she was still in, like, the friggin' suit that I put her in for the swim team here? Would she be wearing that ridiculous looking thing and then still wearing the helmet? Oh, I should have tested that. What more could you want? Question her aesthetic sense. Oh, sorry. I was just getting some static. Did you say something? The external mics have been a bit temperamental. I'll have to get Leash to take a look at it later. I don't think I mentioned before, but this suit is one of a kind. Alicia designed and made it especially for me. In particular, the helmet. She sweated over the design for days on end before landing on this one. She says it really suits me. Heh. Alicia's a genius when it comes to this kind of stuff. As her bestie, I'm proud. And I don't mind gushing. It's also just occurred to me that this is not actually going to fill a segment recon, because this is a new character to the Definitive Edition. So this wouldn't fill out like map completion percentage. So I did not have to actually save this one for later. Oh, sorry. I just steamed right over you. What was it you were saying earlier? Nothing? Well, okay, if you say so. You can play at Liesel's heart-to-heart Liesel suit. Alright, well, hey, I got a second heart with you, which is probably a second heart-to-heart opportunity somewhere around NLA. I don't know. Right there, it looks like. Oh, that's Yelv. Well, I don't know where your second one is, slash if you have a second one here. But yeah, it wasn't just the PS5 launch. The Xbox launch had the same problems as the PS5 launch. I just know that, like, the one that was being talked about in media a lot more was the PS5 one. Look, this is faster than walking. Boop. And then, yeah, so you'll appear anytime here. I just need you to, like, get lost for a moment, and then we're gonna put the friggin' murderess in here again, and she's gonna judge you if she doesn't shoot you.
You gonna let me rest or what?
Oh my god, she has to stop fusing with me! Oh, that's you, Harmonia. Don't worry, I ain't been in any fights today. Yet. Had the day off, so I figured I'd try my luck with the ladies and see what happened. You're not really talking towards me. You're still talking at someone. How did it go as he's talking at someone? Went terribly is how it went. I think I got an idea that'll help. I'm gonna draw my gun. Maybe fire a few rounds into the air. Chicks love that. He might like the very blunt approach, knowing him. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Look, he got a heart for that. Whoa there, easy. Keep your fists down by your goddamn sides where they belong. Don't deny that you're about to punch me. It's written all over your face. Oh, he didn't let it happen. How American of this guy. Shoot into the crowd. No. Look, people. Do the gun thing all the time and... Look, people do the gun thing and move... God. Look. People do the gun thing all the time in the movies, right? Guess I just want to be a badass. Anyway, thanks for setting me straight. This is all Eleanor's fault anyway. She's the one who told me I should study up on Earth culture. Even gave me a bunch of movies to watch. Fortunately, most of them were old gangster flicks. It seemed like people walked around firing guns all the time in the old LA, yeah? This I took it a little more to heart than I should have. I'm gonna bitch at Eleanor right now. I'll talk to you some other time. Completed Yelv's heart-to-heart, the ladies, man. Oh my god. And then she unfuses after. Yeah, so that's all the heart-to-hearts that I can get for now. So, I mean, they kind of do that in LA. I mean, true. Oh, so it looks like this is where Niall hangs out? I just want to come and say hi and see, like, the hangout locations of the new characters here. Hi, how's it going?
Lovely day.
Hey, how are you? Here to invite me to join you on a mission, perchance? I'm ready to go whenever, really. There's still so much left of Mira to explore. I'll showcase you later, because you're a new character to definitive. What? You really turned me down? Nah, I'm just messing with you. We can hang out some other time. Sounds good. So, I've done all the affinity quests that I needed to do to, like, unlock characters I could at this point. There are other affinity quests that I do need to do for, like, story progress, namely the matchmaker here, because it's a Lao quest, and Lao is going to peace out Girl Scout later in the story, and spy games I'm going to have to do sometime later here. But it looks like I can do this with anyone. Yeah, I just can't have it with Lao there. Complete Chapter 6, I have to do the matchmaker. I can my party be whatever I want. So, do I just want, hold on, everyone out. Do I just want, like, hold on, the typical American, like, let's go guns blaring and stuff like that. The racist weeb, and then, murderous? Just go solve Lao's problem with, like, the most cursed party ever. The most, like, diversely American craziness that we can have going on here. That sounds fun. Oh my god, the lag. This game is actually near unplayable on Switch 1, I swear. Again, if I wasn't a content creator, and if I didn't desperately want to see the epilogue content, I would totally just be like, I'm not playing this game until Switch 2, because my god. The most evil party members. The rain is making the lag worse. It might just. I mean, it's running pretty, well, relatively well right now. Like, this is probably a pretty good 30. Like, I look at this and part of me is still like, ew, gross, just because I'm now hooked on the friggin' gateway drug that is playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on Semu, you know, and getting to experience that sweet, succulent 60 FPS that I never wanted to go away from, you know? So, here, let's go help Lao's issue with this friggin' squad. Yeah, it still looks like shit on my end. I mean, just out of being used to, like, the Wii U version, that would have been, like, 30 anyway. From that perspective, it's, like, it's not too bad. But after playing on Semu, comparing to my playthrough 4 years ago, my playthrough 4 years ago was so silky smooth and just so nice. And me doing some of these quests off camera, some of the green quests that I've previously done, if anyone looks up, like, that part of the playthrough of that last 4 year ago god dang, let's start again. If I do any quest lines off camera, like the Professor B quest line that I did off camera here, yeah, that was 4 years ago. Could have sworn I was 2. It was 2021 that I did that playthrough. I was doing it before the launch of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That was, I'm pretty sure it was 2021, not 2. Let me double check really quickly. Wait, it says it in the playlist right here that I have open. Oh, it was 2022. My god, I'm losing my mind. It's 3 years ago. Yeah, I realized after I said that it was in preparation for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that I was like, wait a second, wasn't Xenoblade Chronicles 3 2022? Yeah, February 11th, 2022 to May 13th, 2022 was the last playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I don't know where I got 2021 from, and I've been saying 2021 like this whole stream and all day here. Whoops. But yeah, it was 3. We were both wrong. It was the middle ground. Anyway, the thing that I was trying to say. Quest lines that I do off camera during this series, because I've already done them in the previous series, like Professor B's quest line that I did on my own time here, because I've already done it. If anyone looks up that quest line in my original series anyway, they're probably going to get a better experience anyway, because it's 60 FPS, and it's silky smooth, and it's just nice, you know? And I'm playing as my guy with long hair in those parts, so, you know. So, not only am I not doing stuff again for the sake of repetition, but if I did it back then anyway, it's probably better in that version for the most part. Like, there isn't the updated models and stuff like that, but it's so silky smooth, 60 and stuff, and it was so nice. Alright, let's do the matchmaker. Let's be the matchmaker for Lamau here.